Welcome everybody again to the session number 3 of our class, and so we just discussed access to the password protected areas, and now we are switching to the feature kind of presentation for today, which is session 4, bug reporting. And the intent of that was very clear and simple. So you look at Resume Builder and you find whatever you can find in Resume Builder in terms of graphic user interface and usability and functionality, obviously. Functionality, GUI, usability, whatever you find. And then we go over your bug reports, pretty much similar to what we did last time. And we have to create rules of bug reporting. We have two lists of the bug reporting rules. One is a short list with 11 rules, and another one is longer. It has 17 rules, but 11 is more than enough. So guys, what we are going to do is we go to the forum. Okay, we go to portnow.com/forums. Good. Then we go to the online section. Then we go to Resume Builder. And this time we will go to the very end of it. Okay? We will start from the very end. Page 5. And I will do same thing. I will go bug report by bug report. The difference is, out of each bug report, I will try to extract certain rules. So I will try to generalize. So where is my Resume Builder? Here it is, Resume Builder. Here is the application I'm running. Come on. Yes, here it is. And now let's go to the forum and see what the bug report is. That is the most recent one. It's 2 hours ago. Functional testing of Resume Builder. Good. F1 does not open help window. So in Windows operating system, the F1 key, F1 functional key, is supposed to bring up help if it exists. For example, if I have Notepad, okay, Notepad, it does have help. Let's say view help, something. Probably it should be invoked by F1. Okay, let's try F1. Yeah. Then it comes. So here is the Windows. Windows help and support, because Notepad is a part of Windows. Good. What if I have, let's say, browser? And if in the browser, if I do F1, what happens? Yeah, welcome to Chrome Help Center. So it works. It works. Chrome Help. Okay. Now it says if I am in Resume Builder. So let's do F1. Let's do F1 even before we decided on which profession we choose. There is a term. Let me give you the term. The term called context sensitive help. Context sensitive help. So what does it mean? For example, I am in help now, yeah, and I'm saying F5. Oh, no, I'm sorry, F1. So the help opens and it says Windows help and support, Notepad, frequently asked questions. So it is kind of generic in nature. So just Notepad by itself. But what if inside of Notepad I will say fund? And here, when the dialog box is open, I will push F1 again. If the help is context sensitive, it will open the information on selecting funds. Let's try. I'm doing F1. Nothing at all? Oh God. So it means the font dialog box has no help. That is the only thing it means. Let me go to something more sophisticated. Let's go to Word. Okay, let's go to Word. Whatever. Type something. So if I do F1, it open helps on Word. It says Word help. Good. What if I will say? What if I will say here find? Find. No? Okay. Dialog box opens here. So certain type interface opens here on the left. So what if I do F1 now? Nothing. Nothing. So it is not context sensitive. So what if I will say, let me bring something. Let's say, okay, here is the dialog box. Here is the dialog box. You see the question mark here. But so there is some help built in. But what if I do F1 now? It comes with help on that folder. The folder name is indents and spacing, and here it says adjust indents and spacing. So in Microsoft Word, the help is content sensitive. What if I go to this folder and do F1? It says line and page breaks. It is context sensitive. So that is what I wanted to tell you. So why we even touch that? Because since we talk about help anyway in that bug report, it says F1 does not open help window. So when it comes to help, I just want you to understand that help could be of two types. It could be generic help, such as the one we see in Notepad, or it could be context or content sensitive, as we have in Microsoft Word. So F1 does not open help window. Okay, let's go inside. Maybe it will change something. Let's say software QA, continue, because it does have help. You know, it does have help. Why F1 is not working really? Interesting. So it does have something to be open, guys. You see what I mean? So it's not like help does not exist. It is just help, not F1 button not being connected properly to that help, which is a very decent bug report. So let's write bug report number 1 today. So bug report number 1 will be let's say F1. Let's put them in double quotes. Oh, double quotes means it's a user interface element. F1 button does not invoke any help window in Resume Builder. Does not evoke help window. Okay, help window in Resume Builder. So it does have help. That's it. I'm not going to write more than that. I can make it more detailed. I can say because by the rules of Windows graphic user interface, F1 button should invoke help and blah blah blah. But guys, you do not come up with the rules. You come up with violations of the rules. And I have for you 11 rules of bug reporting here. And so one of them says here, number 2, okay, it says, let me cut it from here since it is the first one we encountered, okay. So let's say, do not cite the rule, okay. They know the rules, just talk about the problem itself. Violation of the rule. So we are not explaining why. Good. So we have one bug report and we already have one rule. which we can look at. Very good. Create additional profession does not work correctly. Okay, guys, when you say does not work correct, it explains nothing. Okay, it explains nothing. Either you tell me what exactly is wrong, or don't write me any bug report. But don't say. Okay, let me rephrase that. So copy. Okay, I will put it here. Let's say number 2. Oh wow, number 2. Create additional profession, and then we don't know what to put here yet. Okay, create additional profession. Where are we in our application? Professions. Create. No. Create, edit professions. I don't know where it says create additional profession. Create, edit professions library. Okay. I can create a profession. Add new. Okay, new profession. Let's call it. I don't know. Systems administrator. Okay. Section. Experience. Listen, it comes with lots of work, so I have to say experience, different things related to experience. Then I have to say objective. Okay, objective, and another objective, and another objective, and another objective. Then I go to experience is there, objective is there. Okay, then personal, whatever, and whatever, and whatever. We have lots of things about personal. Skills, lots of skills. Summary, sure, we have lots of summaries. And then okay, let's close. No, edit, save. Save. Okay, save. What is exactly I'm saving? Honestly, I don't know what I'm saving here. I don't think I have to save anything. I'm not sure how it works. Let's call it sysadmin, and let's save it. You know what? Let's save it to the installation folder. So we go to desktop, and we have that resume builder folder, and I will save it right there. Save. Okay. Okay, exit. Now save changes to untitled. No, not really. And then I run the application again. Yeah, it has to show me more professions now. Business analyst, technical. No, I do not see that sysadmin here. I do not have it here. But on the other hand, I'm not sure I know exactly how it should be done. I just did it intuitively. So it doesn't show in the list. So looking at the bug report, okay. The file with new profession was created, but adding data from them to the experience is impossible. Reason is the database file is corrupted or incorrect format. See attached file. Professions database file is corrupted or has invalid format. I will tell you that bug report is not reproducible. I don't know what you mean. I do not know what's in between. I do not know how you created that profession. I don't know how you came to that specific screen. There are no steps. Okay. So unless I have exact steps, unless I can reproduce that bug myself, there is no bug. See what I mean? Developer cannot fix that. So it is absolutely inappropriate in terms of being able, being fixable. See, here is the problem. It's not fixable. Where is the? Did I close it? Okay, portnov.com forums. So guys, either you provide the steps or you do not provide the steps. If you do not provide the steps, nobody can fix your bug. Nobody can fix your bug. So go to online, go to that same place again. And if we look at the bug reporting rules, we have the rule of 3 W's, cut. And rule of 3 W's says the bug report should explain 3 things. What happened? What happened? And what happened in your case is create additional profession does not work. My God, no. I don't know what you are complaining about, really. Let's say, what happened? Cannot create new profession. For example, I don't know if that is exactly what happened, but user cannot create a. You have two different issues. You started with one issue, and then the second sentence is about different issues. So, what is the bug report? User cannot create a new profession. And so that is your short description. But then it says, so what happened? User cannot do it. Where? User cannot create a profession in resume builder. Okay. Good. Then, under which circumstances we need steps to reproduce? Bug report could be short description only. Okay, let's without number. We say bug report could be a short description, only, or short description plus steps to reproduce. Why would anybody do short description only bug report? Because it is enough to reproduce it. If short description is not enough to reproduce, that's it. So now you have to write steps to reproduce. And the difference between a good tester and a bad tester is in the ability of write decent steps to reproduce. So you have to communicate the bug. There is a common interview question when they ask you, who is a better tester? Probably we did go through that. Who is a better tester? The one who writes more bug reports or the one who has more bug reports fixed? And the answer is the one who has more bug reports fixed, because only the fixed bug report contributes to the value of the application, to the quality of the application. If you write a bug report which nobody can fix, it's a waste of time, basically. Okay. So, but the bug itself it's nice. I mean, we really found something big to explore, but now you have to spend an additional time to clarify it, to make step-by-step kind of bug reports so people can go and fix it. It's good you found it, but now you have to learn how to report it. Okay, good, guys, not bad at all. Then Phil is coming with few bug reports. While all 50 states are available as options, there is no option for Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. And we are talking about resume. honestly, there is no problem because you can type whatever you want to type. So if it is not given as an option, you can still type it yourself. So it's not a big deal. But I'm just thinking about Washington DC. Honestly, let's say you want to create an account. Let's say we go to Google and say a home insurance quote, and then we have Progressive. Okay, homeowner insurance. The first thing it should ask you about is the zip code. Yeah, zip code. Okay, they find it by zip code. Okay, I'm not, no, I don't like it. I want it with states, a list of states. What about Google? Let's say if you go to Google and we say new account, something like that. No? Oh no, I'm here. I'm logged in. Okay, I don't want to spend time on that. Guys, you have to research other applications, because what might happen, if you look at a couple of major applications which offer people registrations, for example, we can go to campus. That is where we keep our self-paced classes. Yeah. So if you say create new account, it says country. Okay, country, no state, city, country. Let's say United States. Do we have United States here? United States, yes. Doesn't ask for city, town, last name. Interesting, huh? City, town, no state. Well, it's okay. So what might happen? So my point is, it might not be exactly the common option to have Washington DC in there. And when you look at the requirements again, it might say nothing, or it might clearly say what it has. So I would say it is kind of questionable. So you might still do it as a suggestion if you wish. So let's say as a suggestion, yeah, why not? Let's say number 3. As a suggestion, you are saying, okay, offer Washington DC as a stand-alone option for state. Yeah, you can come with that. Yeah, why not? Let's go to the next one. John. Email edit box accepts invalid email format. Look, we have a requirement, and that requirement says that it does not do any validation of anything, same as you would use the word processor. Okay, you expect some validation to be there because you deal with online forms, and there is nobody on the web who wants you to come with invalid data. But in that case, there is nobody on the opposite end. It's you. You are on that end, and you are on the opposite end. You create that resume for yourself. So if you type invalid email address, it is just you. Who cares? That is why there is no reason to really put anything there, and it's a requirement. Tools options has no default button. Tools options. Let's take a look. Because the question is, should it have the default button? That is the question. So where is where is the application? Tools options. Okay. Tools options. Default button, or let me read it again. It does not have default button. In Windows applications, default button is must. Default content of the field, default value of a text field is not. Let's say it comes with users, Mikhail, documents as a default value. Yeah, as a default value here. Actually, I cannot. Yeah, so to change, I have to go and change. But is there a default button here? Let's try. Portnov. No, I'm sorry. Tools, options. What about update? Oh no, it's different. It goes to the web. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find any other dialog box here. Let's say professional. Import professions. It does have default. Yeah, the open is default. Okay. Let's say save template as. It does have save as default. Those are standard Windows dialog boxes. But when it comes to custom dialog boxes, which they develop themselves, they do not have. What if I push enter button? Oh no, something happened. Wait a second. What if I say tools, options, and I push the enter button? Because default button is the button which will be pushed when I do enter on the keyboard. So cancel is the default button. Tools, options. Interesting. What if I do tab? Goes to change, use default, okay, cancel. Okay, so guys, it does have default button. It just does not have indication of the default button. See what happens? One more time. Tools, options, and if I do enter, so what if I press OK? It disappears. Oh, wait a second. It disappears. What if I do cancel? It disappears. So then the question is, what is exactly the default button? Is it cancel or OK? What if I do use default? Okay, nothing disappears. Okay. What if I go to from my documents to desktop and say OK? Now, what is the default button? If I hit enter and it stays as my document, so then the default button is cancel. If it stays with desktop, then default button is OK. Let me do enter and run it again. Tools, options. It is desktop. So the default button here is OK. So we figured out the default button is OK and it doesn't have any indication. So guys, we did some research. Okay, we did some research. So the default button again is there. It just doesn't have any indication of being default button. So let's write a bug report. So the dialog box is options. The question, where did it happen? In options dialog box. Okay. So we are saying number 4, options dialog box. Option dialog box. OK. Default button has no. Okay, OK button has no visual indication of being the default button. Brilliant, brilliant bug report, guys. Brilliant. Okay, so very good. Let me ask you so far. Let me ask you so far. Look on YouTube how to set up. I use on my. Okay, why do you need to download this? Guys, you are talking about all the things which have nothing to do with what we do in the classroom. Okay, comes at a cost, yeah, if you don't listen. The question is, are you following me? Because I didn't know exactly what that bug is going to be. I am analyzing on the fly. So I'm trying to show you the real logic of the real tester when it comes to figuring out how to report the problem. Is there any problem at all? Okay, so and again, it is documented, it is videotaped. You can watch it later on. But so that is kind of, it's not enough to know the rules. Sometimes you even have to do the research. So we have to do some work to figure out if cancel or OK is a default button. We just know there is a default. It is there. Could you repeat how to get into video section? It's very easy. You go to portnow.com/video and the link is there. You can scroll up to the beginning of the today's session and you will see it there. It is there. Or you can converse in the group later on. So rule 8 of bug, I don't want to record it. Okay, I said before I'm not going to record it. Rule 8 of bug reporting. Rule 8, let's take a look. What's rule 8? Rule 8 is write one bug report for each fix to be verified. We discussed that before, guys. If you think about session number 2, how would you test this? Oh no, that is a different one. I'm sorry, guys. It's a different one. Leave this page. It's a different one. Where am I? God. Just a second. Supportnow.com/ we did it from online home. Yeah, you remember? From online home, and it was probably in the very first section. No, the second one. GUI test assignment. Yeah, GUI test assignment. Look at that. We said that labels, the customer is a label to that field. Purchase order is a label to this field. And we said each label should come with the colon at the end, same as in from amount. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 text fields, labels. And out of 9 labels, only one, which is from amount, has a colon at the end. And the question is exactly the one which is explained in that rule. The question is, how many bug reports should I write? Should I write 8 bug reports, or should I write 1 bug report? And the rule says you write 1 bug report for each fix to be verified. You do not put in 1 bug report more than 1 fix. But sometimes it is not a specific bug, but it is something to be taken care of. So in that specific case, we are saying, please provide all the labels in such and such section with colons. So you write just 1 bug report to take care of the whole thing. But if they say fixed and you go there again, and out of 9 you have 2 with no colon, then you write 2 bug reports. So 1 bug report for 1 problem to be fixed. Okay, you remember. So let me go maybe through those rules here. So do not assume developer knows less than you do about the application. Some people are coming with how to do specific thing. Developers know that, they develop that stuff. Okay, do not elaborate on how to get to specific place in the application. They know how to get there. So I mean, you have to show how to get there, but you don't have to elaborate to the level of kind of someone who is looking at that application first time. So then your instruction will be more elaborated. Report a bug immediately, do not postpone. Immediately means immediately after you know it's a bug. If you don't know it's a bug yet, okay, if you have a doubt, do not report anything. immediately upon making sure it is a bug. Do not postpone. Each problem, so you look at something, it looks like a problem. But in technical world, guys, lots of things are compromises. You know, it's a compromise between this and that. And if you are new to the company and it looks weird to you, guys, you are not the only smart person there. You know, they have other smart people. So, and if it is working that way, there is a pretty good chance there is a reason. So instead of saying we have a problem here, you say, listen, it's kind of weird to me why it is working that way. Is there any specific reason? And they will tell you, it's a good question, why don't you write a bug report? Or they will tell you a story. And the more stories you know, guys, the better testers you are. So you learn that way. Do not assume all the companies have same approach to writing bug reports. Bug reports, well, technically, you are working with different applications, guys, and the applications might have certain specifics, and companies might have different philosophies. So, when you go to a new company, or let's say even in same company you move to another project, they might expect you to write bug reports differently. So expect that. Don't be surprised. It's rather normal than abnormal. Use technical terms, not people of the street language. That is why I told you yesterday. So button is to be pushed, or keyboard key is to be pressed or released. You know, and let's say mouse button is to be clicked. And so menu item is to be selected. That is the language you use. Okay. And menu item is not an option. Menu item is a menu item. Bug report is not about perfect English. Some people complain that my English is not perfect, I cannot write a bug report. Don't even think that way. So your English might be very limited and you can write pretty good bug reports anyway. It's a technical writing, it's not a creative writing. Bug reports should be as concise as possible, but not at the cost of completeness. Bug report should be as complete as possible. Out of all the bug reports which are complete, you would choose one which is more concise. That is the concept of bug reporting. I think we are pretty much done for today. My only concern is I have to go and instead of uploading your file, your video, I have to go and cut something out of that video because it has some unwanted stuff there. So guys, you know what to do. You have session number 5, and then do the homework, repeat what we did so far, and so let's go. Next week, I believe it is going to be Tuesday next week, you will have your first session on the project. Okay, so we have basically just one session on Thursday, and Thursday and Monday, 2 sessions, and third session, Tuesday next week, is going to be your first session on the project. So guys, thank you very much, and so I'll talk to you Thursday.